Okay, today's assignment I'm calling Graphing Lab. In it, you're going to look at some graphs and be able to identify what it would be describing with a story problem. Along with that, you're going to be creating a graph to help identify the story problem. You get a couple of those, and then you're going to do some math with them. Okay? So let me go through each of these and explain what you're going to do. So in the first problem here, Peter drove at a constant speed for 2 hours. He then stopped for an hour to do some shopping and have a rest, and then drove back home driving at a constant speed. Which graph best represents the change in the distance from home as Peter was driving? So I need you to take a look at these and see which speed graph helps explain what he was doing. You'll just highlight. So if you think it's A, this first graph here, then what I want you to do is kind of change this color. If you think it's B, change that color. If you think it's C, change that color. If you think it's D, change that color. If you don't like to do that, then you need to kind of click on it so that underneath in bold, you can tell me graph A, B, C, or D represents a story problem. Then you're going to go to number 2 here, and I'm giving you some times to look at, some distances, some speeds. First thing I'm asking is determine if Suzette makes it to class on time by finding how many seconds she arrives before or after the bell. It's 8:59. She needs to get from one side to the other within a minute. Okay, so you have to do a little bit of math to determine. Then I want you to draw a graph showing what she did. All right. Then go to number 3 here. We have 3 people who decide to have a bicycle race. And I'm showing you the information and I'm telling you which is which. You have Barry, Kim, and Sasha. All right. You need to answer these 5 questions to go with that. And some of them have a couple. So you're going to have to do a little bit of math and everything else to be able to identify what's going on. Problem 4 here, make a story problem that's going to follow this. Remember where you have increasing, this is distance, and this is time. It says position in meters, so that means it's a distance and time. So you're talking a speed graph. So what does it mean to be going up at a diagonal? What does it mean for a horizontal? And down on sort of a diagonal. There's a little steeper slope there, so slowing down much faster. Remember slope. Then I want a story problem for this one. It's not quite straight lines and solid lines, so do the best you can. This too is a speed graph. Okay, this third one is again speed graph. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 line segments technically. Now this one you could make it one long line segment, but describe about something in each spot. All right, and then that's it. That's all I have for you. Oh, I stopped there. I should have made it a longer assignment. Any questions, contact me in class, but I do expect this to be done by the end of the day. And if you can get it done during class time, remember to submit it through Schoology.